All right, we are live, people. I'm just waiting on the video to connect on YouTube over here on my other monitor so I can grab that link and put it in our group so that our community can conveniently jump into the YouTube live chat. So let's put that link over there. And I'm proud of YouTube. It done popped that link up every day this week. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, YouTube. All right, guys. We got everything going. I can see the live chat. Cool beans. Let's get started. Good morning. Welcome to Unlock Your First Six Figures morning show. I'm your host, Shay Cannon, and I have an invitation for you because I forgot. I'm doing it out of order. If you are a solopreneur or entrepreneur that is struggling to get to your first six figures in business, you need to be in our free group. Go to shaycannon.info/group. We have 3 pillars of value for that group. Number 1, we actually come together and commune to build community. Number 2, we collaborate. We come together to make each other's businesses better and make money together. And number 3, we have conversations that are transformational for your business growth, kind of like this morning show, okay? So this is what's going to help you get to your first six figures. We want to help you to unlock that thing. So join our group, shaycannon.info/group. It is free, even though it gives the value of some of your paid coaching groups. So you need to be there, no excuses. All right, let's get started. Everything that we do around Chia starts with a blog. This week's blog is at shaycannon.com/community. Because we have been talking all week about, and we are closing out, creating raving fans to create a community for your small business, okay? Why is community important? Well, people that attended the Clarity Clinic last night have a new view on why community is important, right? Because community is the place that people gather that like, know, and trust us. Okay, we are giving them a mission and a vision to thrive up around because we're solving a problem for them, and they can come to that community to get more information, more solutions, more tips, tools, all the things, right? So in your community, that is where people will buy from you. Those people who don't know you, probably not going to buy from you, okay? People who haven't been nurtured by you, probably not going to buy from you. So we build a community so that we have people that we are serving in one place. We can engage with them, they can engage with us, and they can engage with each other, all so that we can give them a bigger transformation when they buy our offer, okay? So that's why community is important. So we're giving you ways to build community. First, we talked about the cult, C-U-L-T. Yes, the cult. They know how to build community, even though they're using it for evil, but we're going to use their strategies and use it for good. If you want to know what their strategies are, and they are some great ones, go to part 1. That was Monday's replay, okay? Part 2 was we talked about online influencers, okay? What we know about online influencers is they know how to get a following, right? So we gave you strategies about that. You want to know what those are, go to part 2. That's on Tuesday. That was on Tuesday. Number 3, part 3 was we talked about one of my business coaches that I have spent a lot of money with. I am a coach, but I have coaches. If you have a coach that doesn't have coaches, I wonder about them. Okay. So what I'm going to tell you is my coach's name. One of my coaches' name is Lamar Tyler. His community is TSP, which is Traffic, Sales, and Profit. And he is one of the best to ever do it with this community building thing. So I gave you strategies that he uses to build community, okay? And he has events that draws in thousands, okay? He has events that bring in big names like Issa Rae, Magic Johnson, big names, okay? So if you want to know some of the techniques that he uses to build community, go to part 3's replay. That was yesterday, okay? Now, today, instead of giving you another case study to learn from to build community, what I did was we're going to talk about the difference between your online community and your email list community, okay? Your main community is the one where people can engage with you, engage with each other, okay? And, get nurtured. Now, your email list is a sort of community. So we're just going to say it's a secondary community. But what you forget is an email list most of the time is one way. You're sending information and they're receiving it in their inbox. You're sending information and they receive it in their inbox. At best, it's two-way communication. You send it, they can reply back, okay, and say something back. In fact, I make it a point to ask people to reply back. So it's the culture of my email list to expect me to ask them to reply back and tell me something, okay? So I created a two-way exchange in my email list, but you need three for a true community. You need it to be you talking to them talking to you, and then them talking to each other, okay? Now, the problem is sometimes it just gets hard out here in these entrepreneurial streets. How do we differentiate between how we nurture and inform and get the like, know, and trust from our online community, and how do we nurture and get the know, like, and trust from our email list? That's what we're going to talk about today, okay? Because both are important. So having both an online community and an email list are highly effective for entrepreneurs because they serve as complementary platforms that allow for a deeper, more comprehensive connection with your audience, okay? An online community provides real-time engagement and fosters a sense of belonging, where members can interact not only with the entrepreneur, but also with one another, creating a dynamic space for discussion, feedback, and shared experiences, okay? This environment builds loyalty and keeps members actively involved. On the other hand, an email list offers a more direct and controlled way for entrepreneurs to communicate with their audience, delivering tailored content, updates, and offers directly to their inboxes, okay? It ensures that the message reaches a focused audience without the constraints of algorithms and platform rules, making it a reliable tool for personal outreach. So as you can see, there are reasons to have both, right? Both an online community and an email list. Now, to me, I think you should look at them as almost like that recycle symbol where the arrows go in a circle, because the people on your email list, you should be inviting them to be a part of your community. And the people in your community, you should be inviting them to be on your email list, okay? Ideally, people, the same ideal client persona is in both places, okay? They're in both places, but they're getting nurtured in these two different places in two different ways, okay? So entrepreneurs can use these communities to meet their goals by nurturing their audience in different ways. The online community can serve as a space for ongoing engagement where members feel connected and invested, driving brand loyalty and word of mouth promotion, okay? Meanwhile, the email list allows for a more strategic communication, guiding subscribers through personalized sales funnels, promoting exclusive offers, or announcing important launches. Together, these platforms create a well-rounded ecosystem where you as an entrepreneur can consistently engage, nurture, and convert your audience, aligning both short-term goals and long-term brand building objectives. Now, that is the blog. This week, this blog was so good this week, I read it word for word, okay? But on the morning show, you get more on the morning show. Let's see what's going on over here in this YouTube. Good morning, Glow. Glow said, I signed up for the Clarity Clinic and missed it. Well, if you got the success kit, Glow, then there's the replay in that. If you did not, then yes, you missed it. I'm so sorry. Okay, so let's go. Y'all know I got you some specifics over here, right? Because specificity is key. We've explained in the blog post the difference between the online community and the email list and how you're supposed to treat them differently. But what about some hands-on strategies? Because we good for that, right? So let's go to these show notes and talk about this hands-on strategy. What can we do differently? Okay, so let's first start with a summary of differences again. All right, listen up, because I'm about to give you, let's see, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, okay? We're doing 6 strategies today that you can do differently on your email list in your group community. In studio, I'm gonna start with Tracy. Tracy's at the bottom of my screen, so I'll start with you. I need you to listen out for the best way to nurture your online group and the best way for you to nurture your email list in a way that's going to be game changing for your community building. Okay, so that's what you're listening for. So it's going to be 6 items, but each 6 is 1 for email list and 1 for your community. You don't have to pick the same number for email and online community. Just pick which one you think will work best for each. All right. So again, the difference is the online community is community focused, real-time interaction, peer-to-peer engagement, platform dependent, casual nurturing, frequent short content bursts, okay? That's what the online group can be, right? Email list, one-on-one communication, structured communication, personalized content. It's owned by you, the entrepreneur, because what we know is we don't own these platforms where our groups are, but we do own our email list. That's why ideally we want them in both places. So if Facebook shut down tomorrow and we can't get to our Unlock Your First Six Figures group over there, we still got email if you're on the email list, right? Okay, cool. Then also on the email list, you can do a deeper segmentation. You can do automated nurturing, and you can do scheduled in-depth content. Okay, so in these differences, they're kind of telling you that online, in your online community, you know, your content should kind of be short, right? In your email list, that's when you go deeper and you can do longer content. So that's another one of the differences if you didn't catch it. So let's get into these key takeaway strategies. Number 1, what's different is the engagement style and interaction style, okay? So for your community-based engagement, which is your online group, okay? You can do, you can have the members to engage with each other. You can have the members engage with the group leader, real time. Members can comment, ask questions, and build relationships within the community. So that's going to be your focus. Your focus is going to be, how do I get them to engage with me and each other, right? How can I get them to ask questions and me ask them questions, all right? So that's one way. So this is engagement styles. Now, when we're talking about the email list, that engagement style is more focused on one-on-one, you giving them something and possibly them replying back, okay? So your interaction can be things like reply back, click the link, but there's no peer-to-peer engagement, all right? Let's go back to your group under this engagement. So you can foster conversations, ask for feedback, create polls, okay? Hold live events like Q&As and hot seats, right? This morning show is really an extension of our online group. So this is an example of a live interaction that has hot seats, because what do? I go around and ask the questions, right? So what you can do in your online group is, the goal is to form a strong community bond, okay? Which can increase in value and the stickiness of your group. A lot of you don't want to leave this group because what we've created together here, right? Our group has stickiness. People want to be a part of our group. It was people on the Clarity call last night that was like, wait, there's a group, there's a morning show, I want to be a part of this, right? It has stickiness to it. And that took work on all of our parts, okay? Going back to the email list, okay? You need to segment your list based on user behavior so that you can automate sequences that are highly targeted. So we go into segmentation, right? Because when I go into the group, I'm really talking to everybody in the group. There's really no real segmentation in the online group. That's where you can do that personalized communication and that segmentation and engagement on the email, okay? So unlike the online group, interaction in the email is really focusing on them as a lead, to lead them to the offer in a more direct way, okay? So you can look at your open rates, you can look at your clicks, and you can see, are people engaging, are people clicking, okay? So I hope I made that clear for you. All of that was engagement style. One was for community, one was for email. Did I mess that up? Do y'all understand that? Any questions on that? Because I feel like it might have been a little convoluted. All right, I don't hear anything. So we're going to go to the next one, all right? The next one is content delivery and value exchange, okay? That is the category. How are we going to do it in our online group, okay? Well, value can be given through discussions, live videos, webinars, and your posts, okay? You can react to the needs of your community and deliver content that addresses real-time challenges. Why do you think I'm always asking y'all, not only which one would be better and game-changing for your business, but which one do you have an obstacle with? Like, let's remove obstacles, right? So in the group, you can ask questions and contribute more information. You're making the content more collaborative. Okay, it's a back and forth. It's a in between each other, right? I'm not the only genius in the group. We have many geniuses in our group, and guess what? Those other geniuses speak up to help too, right? That is collaboration. So you can offer content tools and behind the scenes materials, but interaction in and of itself is a part of the value of an online group. All right. Now, let's go to the content delivery and value exchange in your email list. So this is more of a planned sequential conversation, right? So we're doing things like newsletters. We're doing things like written education series or video. So shout out to Dr. Tachi, Debbie, and Shawana Kennedy of Kennedy Media on here right now. They deal in video. In your emails, you don't have to do a lot of writing. You can embed a video in your emails, okay? So don't forget that. You're going to do a lot of nurturing of sequences. You're going to do a lot of separating out or segmenting and talking to them on the segments level, okay? So that's great because we can go deeper with personalized value. So what you're going to do is send specific content to leads that have specific interests, specific behaviors, okay? Let me give you an example. You can send a targeted offer to those people who have been offered your main offer, but have not accepted. So you can send them a cross sell, right? What you don't want to do is keep sending your main offer to the people that have already taken you up on their offer and purchased it, right? So we need to segment those people out. We talk to them differently. We talk to them in a way that nurtures them and tells them to use what they purchased so they can get the transformation. But the people who didn't buy, we need to help you to do things to buy. Maybe you need a baby step, right? So maybe we'll send you a little free training here, a paid workshop there, and then we're going to get you to the main offer, right? So we're talking to them differently in the emails based on the segmentation. Email can also get exclusive offers like discounts and templates, and we could say some kind of gated content, because I love doing content series. So I will be doing that for my email. Let me tell y'all, I got called out last night on the Clarity Clinic, where a lady said, I've been on your email list a long time and I knew none of this. I just got quiet because y'all know I ain't talked to my email list in a long time. My bad. I'm about to start back, y'all. That's why we're doing this thing, right? I need to know, just like you need to know, how to talk to my email list differently than I talk to my online community, because I give the online community a lot, right? So then I was thinking, well, what's left to give the email list something different? That's why I now have this information to help me and to help you. All right. Next category, control and platform dependency. Well, we kind of already know that, right? We know that we don't control these online places, but we still need to have a group there because our people are there. But we do have more control and ownership over our email list. Okay. So we already know that. So I'm going to skip that because that's not actually helping us with strategy there. You just need to keep that in mind. You need both. Okay, we need to do it like the recycle. Make sure everybody's in both places. All right. But the one that you truly own is your email list. So again, I cannot emphasize that enough, because Facebook has gone down before. Instagram has gone down before. LinkedIn has never gone all the way down, but they didn't act funny and glitchy before. Okay. So you could be in the middle of a launch that you have planned for half a year, and then that's when Facebook decides to act crazy. Well, if you have them also on your email list, you can still communicate with them about the launch. You don't have to necessarily change plans and mess up your whole launch, because now you don't have access to the platform that went down. So that is the importance. Let's go to the next one. Lead nurturing and conversion. Okay, let's see how we do it different in the online community. Online community allows for ongoing conversation and community-based nurturing. You can respond to lead questions, help solve problems, and create a sense of community and loyalty that leads to conversion, right? There's a reason why your sales convert better coming out of your community. Them people in your online community feel like they know you more than the people on your email list. Most of the people that reply back to me on the email list are people from the community. Okay, so you see how that kind of works with that recycle arrow going in a circle. So the community is the one that feels the closest to you. They feel more nurtured. It's not just information on a page or on a screen. There's actual live interaction. Okay, so what that does is it makes them a more qualified lead when you sell something. So we're going to be nurturing them, and it's going to feel more organic. We feel more like family over here, right? So through daily interactions, by offering value in the form of community resources, group challenges, live workshops, insights, all of these things, you're going to be engaging with your members in the group, and you can build authority, trust, and all of that leads to a much warmer lead. And I'm going to say a hot lead when it comes time to sell. Okay. So that's your online community. How the leads look inside your email is the email allows for a structured lead nurturing. Again, we have our segmentation. We can have our automated email sequences. We can guide leads in different ways to the same place. Okay. But it still feels kind of stoic on the other end of just an email. So for those of you who have an email list and don't have an online community, you got more work to do to make them feel that sense of community, because it does feel very hands off through email only, right? Because we're used to email being something that just informs us conveniently. We don't really feel a sense of community, a gathering of people, a connection via email. That's why we need both. Okay. So some of the things that you can do to start structuring your leads is you build funnels, email funnels, right? You can do email-based mini courses where it's like this step-by-step, email by email value. Okay. You can with your segmentation, you can also tailor specific content to hit specific pain points because you've segmented people, okay? You can do specific actions for your segmented people. You can ask for specific online trainings for your segmented people. They can have certain links that they click, right? For example, for the Clarity Clinic, my Clarity Clinic is segmented in the people that bought the Success Kit and the people that didn't, and then the people who didn't sign up for the Clarity Clinic at all. I was sending emails to all three, but they said different things, right? They had some of the same information, but the one I sent to everybody who wasn't registered for the event, it told them register for the event, it's free, okay? Register for the event, it's free. Register for the event, it's free, right? That was their message. The people that signed up for the free event, I told them, hey, it's coming. Make sure you show up. And by the way, you need the Success Kit. Hey, it's coming. Show up, but you need the Success Kit, right? And then the next segmentation were the people with the Success Kit, where I'll say, hey, congratulations, because we're about to give you all the goods. Here's the link to your vault. Hey, here's the link to your vault. We're about to fill it up today. Hey, show up. Don't forget to use your vault. Right? So that's people around the same event that I'm talking to differently because I've segmented them into 3 different directions. All right. So segmentation, personalization, how they're clicking different links, how you have different calls to action, and it can be around the very same thing. But the segmentation allows you to personally speak to them where they are. All right. Frequency is our next one. I think, is that our last one? No. So this is our next to last one. So frequency of value delivery. In your online group, they are saying that we should be doing frequent short bursts of value, okay? So in online groups, you post daily, you hold live events, you share tips, you answer questions in short bursts. The nature of the group allows for frequent informal touch points, okay? Real-time feedback and adjustments. Your email list, on the other hand, are scheduled in-depth content. It could be less frequent than daily, right? So you want to know how often should you talk to your email list? If you're not doing it daily and that's too much, you need to do it at least once or twice a week. Okay. So that's what I'm about to get into, once or twice a week. I talk to y'all near daily. I'm going to talk to the email list once or twice a week. Okay. But you're delivering more comprehensive, thoughtful, crafted content because you have more time to spend, right? In a lengthy email. The email requires more planning and usually not sent in real time, right? It's not sent in real time. Usually it's scheduled, or even if you send it in real time, what's happening is people aren't opening it in real time. Okay. I've had times where I've scheduled an email, it goes out and people start replying back like I asked, and I'm like, what are they talking about? Why are they emailing me? Oh, that's right. The scheduled email went out, right? So it's not always real time. Everybody doesn't get it at the same time. Everybody doesn't get it when you sent it. Okay. So controlled pacing of your content. I love the fact that even though we can schedule online, right, we still have to be kind of aware of what's going on online so we're ready to engage. But when you schedule and send things via email, the whole objective is not really engagement. The whole objective over there is really informing. I'm sending something to you. So the fact that I'm able to schedule that out, I don't necessarily have to pay attention to it as much because people don't expect real-time reaction from your email. Even if they reply back, they're not necessarily expecting you to then respond right back right then, right? Whereas on social media, though, as soon as they say something, they wait on you. You need to heart it. You need to answer back. It's real time, okay? So that is going to be the biggest difference. Let's go to monetization strategies. This is number 6, monetization strategies. How do we do it differently in our online group? Well, we're soft selling through engagement in the online group, okay? So we introduce offers. We sell more organically because it's a part of the conversation. I give y'all no less than 3 links a day on this morning show, right? But it's a part of the conversation. It seems less pushy. It seems less salesy because it fits into the conversation, and the conversation is not being had just to sell, right? The conversation itself is valuable. And then there's this, oh, by the way, you can be in the membership. Hey, we're having this event. Hey, we're doing this, we're doing that. Here's the link, okay? But it's a part of the conversation. So for those of y'all who are worried about being too salesy, that's where community comes in. You're giving information and then you happen to also be selling, okay? Group members may be more receptive to offers after consistent engagement and valuable interactions, all right? So you can promote special events, live webinars, limited time offers, exclusive community-only discounts to encourage conversion, all right? Because the conversion is a part of the conversation. And that's easier in your online community, okay? Now let's talk about your email list and monetization and conversion. Email list, what we know is everybody know your email list is email marketing. We ain't fooling nobody when it comes to email. They're not surprised. It don't feel like a part of a conversation for real, right? It feels like a more effective direct selling with clear calls to actions. I mean, they have big buttons, right, in our emails. They have special offers and we do product announcements and all of that, but it does feel salesy in the email. Even when we try to tell a story first, right? We try to give value first and teach something first. It still feels more salesy than the conversation you're having on social media, okay? So automated email sequences can move the leads through a series of steps that guide them from education to conversion, but it still does feel way more salesy than in the community. All right. So let me go back through. Again, we're starting with Tracy. Let me check YouTube. Chantilly is over there on YouTube. Hey, Chantilly, good morning. All right. Let's go back over here to the show notes, and I am going to give you the 6 categories. And I want you to tell me which one of these categories works better for your online community building and which category works better for your email list community building, all right? So number 1, what we talked about was the engagement style, okay? The engagement style. What you know is online community is a 3-way, okay? It's a menage a trois. And what we know about email lists is most of y'all, it's 1-way. It can be 2-way, but for most of you, let's be real, it's 1-way. Okay. Number 2, content delivery and value exchange. Okay. Online community, we're getting more live interaction that's built into that 3-way engagement. Okay. So the content delivery feels more live. Okay. In the email, it's more structured. It's read. It's on a screen. It feels more, it's a little more distant, right? It's a little more focused. Okay. Now, number 3, control and platform dependency. Baby, let me tell you, if in everywhere else online community wins, this is where your email list wins, because you own that email list, okay? And you don't necessarily own that platform that your online group is in, all right? Number 4, lead nurturing and conversion. All right. So on your online community, there's ongoing conversation. Okay. That is the nurturing. There is a real-time conversation that's helping to set the stage for your conversion. All right. In the email list, again, we have our structured, stoic emails. Now, I'm going to tell you another great thing about email is people love to hoard stuff. Okay, they love to keep stuff and collect stuff, and they can't keep and collect your live interaction, but they can hoard and keep and collect them emails. Okay, so that's another win for the emails when it comes to nurturing. They can keep that stuff. I know some of y'all grandmas keep them old newspapers because they're going to read it later. That's how y'all keep those emails, right? I'm going to put it in this little email folder and I'm going to read that later. That's another good win for the email list in this group of nurturing the leads to conversion, okay? They can at least store, collect, and hoard your emails of value. Frequency, okay? Online group community, near daily, okay? Your email list, once or twice a week, all right? Now, last but not least, monetization strategies. Online group is a part of the conversation. In the email, it's more of direct selling. All right. So that is the list. That is all 6 categories and how online group and the email list fit into those 6 categories. Tracy didn't want to be bothered with us today. She didn't want to answer that question. So she done jumped off here. So now we're starting with Cheryl. Cheryl, which of the strategies you know will be game-changing for your online community building and which would be game-changing for your email list building?
Oh, Cheryl jumped off too.
Nope.
Goodness gracious. This is probably an area where I need serious help because I keep putting it off. I do need to do a formal email list. I have all these emails and I just communicate with people, but I don't have anything systemized, that kind of stuff. So and I'm starting back my Facebook groups, or group, I should say. And I like the engagement style, when you talked about with each other, I encourage that. I used to do the bestseller drives inside there, like when it was time for my books to go live, and it seemed to create community. It was like a rally and everybody was checking all day long. Where are we now? Instead of where are you now? That kind of thing. So I hope that answers your question, but I need to establish an email, a systemized email with the funnels and all that good stuff.
I love the word systemized because that is a huge difference between email and your online group. Your email is way more systemized. I love that. Whereas your online group is way more organic feeling. So thank you for that, Cheryl. Dr. Tachi, which strategy would be game changing for your online group community building and which one would work better for your email list building?
Okay, so if I had a hypothetical group, then I would say the monetization.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the email strategy, I like the content delivery value.
Okay. Okay. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Let's go to Debbie. Debbie, which strategy do you think will be better for your non-existent right now group community building? And which one will be better for your email list?
I don't have a community. Okay, so I'm just getting the email list together. And so we're coming up with this a system for the email. So that is just sending out information. I do need to come up. I don't know if I'm going to do a community. Shay, I got to figure that out because yeah, I got to figure that one out. But how would I guess having a dedicated weekly session where I answer questions in the community.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is what I would do. Yeah.
Cool beans. All right, let's go to Dr. Toya. Which one do you think would be great for your online community building, and which strategy would be better for your email list building?
For the online community building, I think I'm going to reinstitute my Ask Me Anything. That was really good, and it didn't take a lot for me to show up. And the people loved it, and it's so like I recognize that when I had the community, the selling through email was easier. Right now, I'm only focused on the email, and although I get sales with the email, it definitely was a lot easier when the two were working in tandem. And so, and with the email, what I don't like, I know that wasn't your question, was the one about engagement. Like when people like when I ask the question and then people respond, I'd be like, oh crap, now I got to respond back. And I don't like that. So not that one. But I think, again, just kind of focusing on the segmenting to make sure that I'm delivering the right messages to the right people consistently. Yeah.
I love that though. So when people respond back, it actually gives you a higher email authority when people respond back, because you are now not seen, not looked at as spam by your email marketing system. So you know how some email, like people who spam people or people who just put people on their list, they have a very low email marketing authority for their list. And so a lot of their stuff don't get through. A lot of their stuff is not delivered. They get, you know what I'm saying? So when you have people that respond back, your email marketing authority is higher, because they look at you as something is going on where it's value, or people are actually emailing back. So your thoughts are that it's higher. So don't be mad at them folks for replying to you. Go have your assistant reply back, even if it's not you. Okay. You can get a canned response together that you can reply back. Meet her on the Ask Anything, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But encourage them folks to reply. Cut it out.
Yes. And let me tell you, so in my book, I encourage people to go and, go to this site. I asked them a question. And at first I was confused when I was like, what are these people sending me these messages about?
Yes.
And then it dawned on me. I was like, oh, wait, okay, at least I know the book funnel's working, right? But yes, I don't like replying. But the canned responses are great.
I do the same thing. I can schedule emails on Sunday, and when they start responding to the email that was scheduled and goes out, I'd be like, what is this? Like, I'd be a little disturbed. Like, what is this? What are you doing? What are you talking about? Oh, that's the email. So yes, something is working, right? Cool beans. Thank you for that case study, Dr. Toya, because yes, I need y'all to know, even though they buy from you on your email list, people will buy more if they are also in a community. Okay. So thank you for that case study. Keith is in here, y'all. We got a man present. Keith, which strategy would be best for building your online community, and which one would be better for building your email list?
My online, I would say engagement. So that could push everybody over to my email, so I can nurture the leads to conversion.
Okay, I love it. Look at Keith. Keith got it down, baby. Okay, cool beans. Shawana, Kennedy Media. Which one of these strategies will be better for you building your online community, and which one will be better for you building your email list?
And get back into the engagement, mine. My newer community is a newer community. And that's where I really have to be strategic, because some of the folks that are in my community, they don't live online. Yeah. So that's why that's kind of like a little tricky for me. And it's probably why it was easier to kind of like be like, okay, it's there. And I do still push stuff through there. But as far as true engagement, I have not been, because I send stuff through there, but not where I'm really like asking them questions to where to see if somebody would possibly respond. And so I don't even know what I need to do to even go after newer people, because the people that are in the community already know me. They already know what I do. And some of them actually currently work with me. So that's part of my thought when I'm listening at this whole conversation, is to what can I even do to get more that way.
So what I'll tell you is the same thing I tell Teray, because as you know, Teray does good things in her group, just like you do good things in your group. However, do people outside of the group know the good things that you're doing? You see what I'm saying? So how do
Right,
I,
that's what I'm trying
if
to,
I'm not in the gated
yeah.
community, how do I know how great the gated community is? You got to put signs outside of the gated community and say, hey, our gated community is great to make me want to come in. So that's what it is. You got to tell more people more often the good stuff happening in there. You have to have some recruitment, actual actions going on. Maybe you have a contest. Like I'm thinking about having one once a quarter because my group hasn't grown as large, like in as big of a step since I had that contest last year. It's steadily growing, you know, slowly, because I am telling people the great stuff happening, but I got to tell them more often. So that's one thing that you need to be doing as a part of a recruitment effort. You can't just give good stuff inside the group. You have to tell people outside of the group to come get this good stuff that's inside of the group. So start there. Okay, let's go to Kimberly. Kimberly, you can put it in the studio chat. We know you're at the Dream Funder. So put it in the studio chat. And then we got Dr. LaFera. Dr. LaFera, you want to come off the mic and tell us which strategy would be better for your online building, online group community building, and which one is good for your email list building?
Okay. So for online, the engagement style, so I could be in my Facebook group, which I have to go in and wake up. I started, but I kind of got distracted. But more of the Q&A style, so I can build more connection with them with their pain points, and give them like recommendations and like make it exciting. So like after I like figure stuff out from them, maybe in the morning, afternoons I can go on and like give case scenarios or like support one way or the other for like the stuff they asked in the morning. And so for me, that looks like using the book that I wrote, that's a bestseller, and like teaching from it. And so it's kind of like having a story time. So it's like, okay, this is what I said about this. And so this is how this applies to you. I could also kind of weave that into a blog to pull in like new people. So that's like the outside, sharing outside. And then also do lives like outside to groups. So I was probably going to do a live today from the hospital because you told me to share like more behind the scenes stuff. Yeah. And I actually can talk right now in the hospital versus last time. So
but just remember, always leave, even if you take them low, always leave them on a high. Always.
Oh, I'm not, I wasn't even on the low before surgery. I'm like, well, I said, people were talking stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna see you when I get out, and like, you're gonna pay for that. They were like, okay, good. I'm glad you're thinking like that. And so, so that's like in the Facebook group, and then in the email. I started waking them up, but I have to like now, even the beauty people kind of like figure out their pain points as far as wellness and invite them to the challenge, because I invited them to some of the summits that I just did. So engage them more, and then and give them like quizzes and stuff to help like help them to kind of see where they are, because I have those created. I just haven't offered them to those people to see if they do segment themselves and stuff. And so yeah, and then for me, for like outside also, I am going to share that like, so I've been getting VIP purchases for the challenge, but now like outside, I want to encourage people to buy. So I'm going to tell them like, I'm going to have a raffle and like for the VIP. And so that'll make more people want to come in and like to get the VIP and stuff.
Yep, that's segmentation. Love it. Love it. All right. You rest now, ma'am. So over here on the YouTube side, we got Chantilly. She said content value and two-way connection for email and lead conversion on conversations in the group. That was great, Chantilly. You got it. Glow said, I have come to realize that I need an assistant to tell me what I have to do each day. I have reminders and stuff in my phone, but I really need that accountability partner. I have an email list. Sweetie, the assistant is called technology. That's what that is. And it's called change your mindset. because no assistant that you're paying are you going to listen to for accountability if you really don't want to do it. So change your mindset and understand the value of getting these things done. Change your mindset to ask yourself, do you really want to grow business, or are you content where your business is? Because at the end of the day, if you're not getting these things done, what you're saying is, I don't want the money that these things will bring. Okay, so that might sound a little harsh, but that's how you have to think about it. Because when you're not doing what you're supposed to do for your business, what you're telling yourself is, I don't really want the money goals that I claim I want with this business. And that's why I'm not doing this stuff. Okay, so Glow, get on the good foot, change your mindset. Your assistant is technology. Okay, you have alarms, you have email reminders. You need somebody to tell you what to do each day. That's ChatGPT. Okay, so speaking of ChatGPT, I have shared a link because, again, even with these differentiations, I wanted specific things I could do differently with my email list. Okay, so I dropped the link in YouTube. I dropped the link in Studio. Now let me go to ChatGPT. So I gave it a lot of information, y'all. I said the biggest difference between my Facebook group and my email as communities is that my Facebook group can actually commune with me and each other. In my Facebook group, I treat it like a free mastermind. We have a live morning show. We have with training and hot seats. We meet virtually once a week to foster collaboration. I ran down everything I do for y'all in that free community, so it won't give me no duplicates for the email, right? And then I said, with all of that in mind, how do I nurture my email list community differently with the goal of making them middle of funnel leads that will buy my offers? They will be invited to the Facebook group, but what value can I give them in their email inbox that is valuable, but not duplicate value given in the Facebook group? Okay, that was my whole entire prompt. So you will put in what you're doing for the community or what you think you want to do, and then have ChatGPT show you what to do differently in your email, okay? So then it came up with all this stuff. Hey, you can do exclusive email content. You can do behind the scenes insights. You can do curated resources and tools, exclusive discounts and early access, personalized offers and surveys. Surveys, remember, that's another great thing to do on email is surveys and polls, okay? Special monthly challenges. Ask me anything. Y'all said that for your online group. I do it in a different way in the online group. So I'll do an ask me anything in my email, right? And then I said, hey, I love these recommendations. Give me more without repeating the value you have already given me. Because y'all know I'm greedy. And me and Chatty got a relationship like that. So it gave me more stuff. Hey, you need to do success story spotlights. You can do interactive polls and quizzes. You can do mini courses. Shout out to Dr. Toya. She got an amazing email mini course or a series, behind the scenes workflows, interactive workbooks and templates, exclusive industry trends and forecasts, email only Q&A and expert interviews, accountability reminders and follow-ups, audio insights or podcasts, early bird beta invitations, monthly reflection prompts, seasonal or themed content, subscriber only live sessions, referral program invitations, re-engagement campaigns. Okay, so y'all have the link to that. So if I bumbled up what was the difference and what you can do differently, take the information I've given you and go to ChatGPT and get a more direct way of making a differentiation between your groups, okay? What is that? For Kim, get on the good foot for a tagline. Yeah, she does need one. Did Kim ever put? Kim, maybe she sent it to just you, Dr. LaFera, because I don't see anything in there from Kim. So those are the difference between your online group and your email list. And yes, you need both. Okay. Now, last night in the Clarity Clinic, if you missed it, you missed a good clinic. Okay. Because if you don't have the success kit, you do not get the replay. Okay. If you want to be ready for next week, because part 2 of that clinic is next week. But if you miss part 1, no need to show up for part 2, really. But you do have time to get the success kit now and then show up for part 2 live next week. That will be a great thing for you. But one of the things that I taught them was what I recognize as my path to cash. Okay, my path to cash. And it involves the online community and the email list, right? Because what I understand is the place that my ideal people are is Facebook. Okay, so I put content on Facebook and then I direct them to my group. Okay. And then when they're in my group, I give them opportunities to get on my email list, right? Whether it be register for this, register for that, whatever it is, you still got to use your email and get on my list to register, even if it's going to be in the group, right? So I find ways to make sure that you're in the group and on the email list, all right? Then what's next? Then I give you some type of cross sell, right? I give you some type of cross sell like a workshop or like that clinic. And then I'm going to start to push you towards the main offer, which is getting a clarity a clarity roadmap for me, right? You can also take out the cross sale and put in a sales event. So they go from being on Facebook and following me, add it to the Facebook group, also on the email list. They show up for a live event, live virtual event, and then they are pitched the main offer. Path to cash. That's why you need these elements, and we need to work these elements well. Because what's happening is we're not having success in our business and we're not making the revenue we want to make because we have these disjointed efforts going on, right? So all we're doing is selling when it comes time to sell, communing when it comes time to commune, emailing when it comes time to email, but none of this stuff is connected up in a systematic way that's going to end up with you making money. And you have to understand what the full path is and why you're doing each step, okay? I'm on Facebook because that's where my people are. So I'm talking to y'all on Facebook, right? My group is on Facebook because that's where my people are. Are they in other places? Yes. But for my style of communication and my style of education, Facebook is the best platform of where they are, right? I need more attention than just going by your Instagram. Okay, TikTok ain't necessary to play. That's why it's not my main platform. Facebook is my main platform. All right, so all roads lead to Facebook, and then all roads are now going to lead to my Facebook group. I now have the clarity that no matter where else you see me, if you are top of funnel and don't know me, you've just been introduced to me, your invite needs to be to my Facebook group. That's my main invite for you. You might know I'm selling something. You might know I have a workshop coming. You might know I'm selling a GPT. You might know a whole bunch of things, but the emphasis is for you to join my group because see, that's free and you'll do that. But if you're top of funnel, you might not buy from me. But if you join my group, I'm going to nurture you so well, you will buy from me because you're going to understand that even though I nurture you well for free, you're not going to be able to get your transformation off of that free content, no matter how great it is, right? So now you are on my email list and now you come to an event and you get nurtured, or you come to a workshop and you get nurtured. And then when I tell you, hey, the gap in what I have given you and where you want to go is this, and to fill that gap, you need this main offer. That is the cohesiveness of that path to cash. So I hope y'all got that understanding. If not, get the replay to the Clarity Clinic from last night. Kimberly said, I definitely need to cultivate my email list. Dr. LaFerra, that's the name of my foot scrub. All right. So let me give y'all these announcements so we can get out of here. But if you have a question, be thinking of it. Be thinking of it now. All right. So if you want the morning show in your inbox, you need to go to shaycannon.com/show. What you will get is in the morning, you will get a reminder to hop on the YouTube live. In the afternoon, you will get an email with 2 links in it, one for the replay of the show and one for the show notes. Today is one of those days where you definitely need the show notes. I'm so tired. I feel like I didn't cleanly and smoothly go through the list. So y'all definitely need to put your eyes on these show notes today. So yeah, that's one way to get them. All right. Again, last night was the Clarity Clinic. It's not too late. However, you have to get the success kit so that you can get the replay of day 1 and then be ready to be live for day 2. All of your, the replay is already in there. The workbooks are already in the vault. So you can go to shaycannon.com/bizclarity, BIZCLARITY. Sign up for the free event. That's day 2, and go ahead and buy the Clarity Kit. Okay. Success kit so that you can get the replay from last night. Tomorrow is, no, it's not tomorrow. It's tonight. Tonight is Thursday, right? Y'all know I'm a little off course today. So tonight is fuck up night. Okay. So tonight We have Fuck Up Night. It used to be exclusive to the paid membership. And what it is it's an hour or more of us coming together in a we're gonna say like a virtual happy hour, but we're talking about our business obstacles. We're talking about what's fucking up in your business and how do we fix it. Okay. This is the only time you get to tell me what you need help with, not that you're being led by the blog post that I wrote. So this is the time. It is tonight at 7 p.m. for the paid group, but it's the first time we're opening it up to the free community. You can join us at 7:30. Okay. So you'll get 30 minutes. A paid group will get the full hour. All right. Next week is movie night. It's movie club night next week. So the poll is up. I need y'all to go and vote so that we know what movie we're watching next week. This is one of the things we do in our free community. So go in the group. If you're not in the group and you want to do fun things like this, shakecannon.com shakecannon.info/group. All right. That's the end of the announcements. Any questions before we get out of here? Any questions? Any questions? We got Glow over here that says, I really do need to change my mindset because I am not content. Yes, ma'am. Didn't think of Chat GPT. Baby, that's all I think about is Chat GPT. And yes, change your mindset, Glow, because we can tell by your input that it's matching your output. So if you're not happy with your output, change your input, all right? And that starts with changing your mindset. Any questions before we get out of here in studio? Awesome. The studio is closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. I will see you right back here on Monday.